Are you a risk taker or are you a gambler? It's a legitimate question to ask if you're an entrepreneur or a small business person that has a big vision, wants to go global, is trying to figure out how to get there. My name is Lynn Hinderocker. Welcome to NxBizSuccess. I'm visiting with Gene Beckman. He's the president of Management Communication Services in the Omaha, Nebraska area. He's done a fantastic job moving his organization, his technology firm around the world, and now he's got some new challenges he's got to deal with. Welcome to NxBizSuccess.
Good to be with you, Lynn.
You know, you've done a super job moving over the last 10 or 15 years, your organization around the globe. You're deploying a sales force. You're aggregating all kinds of products and services, trying to do that great marketing thing where you're matching need and supply and so on. How do you keep people around the world motivated so they actually understand who they're selling for rather than selling for themselves?
Well, I believe first they have to be, we select them. We want to know that these people are going to be entrepreneurial. If they're not, and we've had technical people that become, technical support people that become the best salespeople, but they may be afraid to go into sales. And what we're looking for are people who really have a passion for the technology, have a passion for solving problems for other people, and want to become and see the benefits of being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Now, they're entrepreneurs, but they also, you want them to somehow be able to convey the essence of what your company, Management Communication Services, is and stands for. That's a tough tap dance, isn't it? You know, I mean, they got to get out of bed on their own every day, and nobody's calling them, and they're not going to anybody's office, right? They're in Ireland or Russia or wherever, right? How can you do that?
Well, part of it is you become the back office. We are the back office for a lot of it. We take some of the drudgery out of it. We try to create opportunities. And
you set them free so they don't have to mess with all the other routine and the...
We try to take over the prospecting and some of the other things for them, the qualifications, pre-qualifications, laying stuff in front of them.
So you're bringing them some live leads, maybe?
We try to. We try to. Then they seek out and they know how to network and they give us more in return for that.
Sure.
But no, we the hardest part is enabling them and getting them to see it as their own business plan.
Right.
There's no magic. We create a business plan for their part that is congruent with our business plan.
Can I interrupt you here? Let me ask you that. How do you do that? Do you go to them and say, hey, come to us with what your expectations are for the next quarter or the next year, and then you meld it with what you're doing? Or do you send them a list and say, hey, we expect you to do this, now figure out how it's going to be done? How do you do that?
Neither one of those. Those are both ends of the spectrum.
Okay.
But we do provide them with, this is what we've seen works. This is what we would have when we see your territory and see what kind of expectation could be done there, or your abilities to make this technology move. And then we say, here are the things that have to be done. Here are the things that have to be accomplished. Do
you ever run into this gap where you tell them, well, we think you should be able to get this client in this sector or whatever, and they say, I think your expectations are too high, and I don't think I can reach those expectations. Does that happen?
It happens, but very seldom. It's usually the opposite. Because of what we're putting
You're holding
together.
them back, is that it?
It is, really, honestly. I think sometimes when you tell somebody that they can accomplish it and they see that they have the tools and the abilities to do it, we enable. We make the opportunity. If you want to motivate them, that's the biggest part of the secret. And it may mean different things to different people, but it still comes down to enabling the people that you're with, having them buy into where you're going, and showing them that it includes them, and showing them.
So your vision of the future includes them. It's not like get us where we want to go.
No, service leadership. We're serving them as much as we're serving the customer and the vendors that we're selling for.
Now you're enjoying 150% growth a year on average. We're generalizing, but that's massive. And yet in the technology industry right now, it's a pretty consolidation. It's a mature industry in some ways. I mean, why is your secret any better than anybody else's?
One thing is to get people to look beyond their parochial vision. Okay, so if your vision is, your geography is 1 or 2 states or something like that, understand that there's a big world out there. And today, the internet and communications, the mobility of the worker, make it so that you can do what you couldn't do before. In the old world, it was 3 sales calls a day, X number of whatever per week, all this type of stuff. Now you can touch 50 to 100 people every day, and you can touch those in ways that you didn't have to before.
Yeah. So you're
people
removing
can
the
grow.
boundaries,
Yes.
not only geographically, but maybe mentally or psychologically.
That's right, mostly mentally and psychologically.
You know, mobility, I know, is a key part of your overall mantra, the thing, you know, stay mobile, stay fluid, keep looking outside your box, you know. But also, I heard another M word or phrase called make a difference, right?
Right.
How do you help these guys realize that I'm just not kicking out some good bucks and I'm going to make my bonus next month, but how do you really get them to tune into making a difference in your company?
We do some things internally of showing them how successful you are. Sometimes when your head's down and you're working pretty hard,
Yeah.
you don't see what you've accomplished.
True.
And if you see obstacles that are out there, they become so focused that you don't see other ways around it. So we help them both ways. We help them understand where they've been successful and make sure they understand that, they internalize that, and then we help them understand that it's all about you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put the value in first before you can expect others to see that value.
Yeah.
So we help them see that they've got a lot of value in them. All they have to do is go out and show it and do it.
Yeah, because they've got great products, they've got great support.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hopefully with your reinforcement and your backing, they have a great sense of what they are capable of doing.
Right.
Maybe actually exceeding your expectations, right?
In most cases, they do.
Yeah. Now, do you ever bring them in for fairs and conventions or meet the vendors? Are you an interface between them
yes.
and a lot of these manufacturers?
We do get together. We go to the vendor shows,
Sure.
The annual big shows, and we take our people to that so that they get the experience, the networking and so forth.
Now, if they were sitting at this table right now, just wrapping up briefly, what would they say about your management style and your ability to infuse them with passion so they get out of bed every day and say, I want to make Gene Beckman some money today?
The first thing they'd say is too laid back.
Ah.
Yeah, I think, but they enjoy the passion because the expectation starts from within.
Yes.
So they have high expectations, we have high expectations. They didn't do anything wrong. We're all entrepreneurs. We only need one of the top 3 opportunities to go make it happen.
Yes.
And everybody's got those. You can find them.
All right.
Do them.
Terrific. Well, congratulations on your incredible growth and a very distinctive and consistent management style. I respect that. This is Gene Beckman with Management Communication Services in the Omaha, Nebraska area. My name is Lynn Hinderocker. This is NxBizSuccess. This is how you get it done. It's just not about structure and products and services. It's about what's in the heart, what's in the mind. If you get that right, you can go around the world, keep on going, and keep on growing.